It just seems a little pricey for a unique fixer-upper opportunity, that's all. What do you think, Ian?
I think this building should be condemned. Serious metal fatigue and all the load-bearing members. The wiring is substandard. It's completely inadequate for our power needs. And the neighborhood is like it's a militarized zone.
I think we'll take.
Hello, hello. Lawrence? I don't think so. It's looking sunny down here. For now, I think we were supposed to get something. I don't quite remember. Hopefully everyone's doing well this evening. This week, we do have a lot of new number ones. I don't have a lot of books, but a lot of number ones, a couple of one-shots, continuations of some popular series, and only a couple of keys. There's not a whole lot of keys. Megan, hello. I do have some singles to start off with, and then a couple interesting ones. Wait, just maybe like a couple more seconds and we'll start up. All right. We're going to start off with the little pile of singles I have. I only have 3. Yes, sir. So, for my first one issue, I have one copy of Scooby-Doo, Where Are You, 128. I'm on my own for titles. Well, good thing I do have a computer next to me. This is issue 128 of Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? This is $2.99 from DC. And Lawrence is claiming Scooby. Perfect. Not replaced, just substituted for now, Megan. All right, next up, Pat, what's up? Sticking with Scooby-Doo, we got Batman and Scooby-Doo Mysteries, issue number 6 for $2.99. You wouldn't have gotten away with it if it weren't for that meddling Batman. Let's explain that one. Now this single one actually has a key for it, so let me scroll down to it before I forget about it later. All right, so this is Suicide Squad Kill Arkham Asylum issue number 5. Now this includes a code for Clayface weapon digital token redeemed for the Kill the Justice League video game. This is going to be $5.99. Miguel is claiming that one. And Miguel, please remind me, you are Coon Rapids, right? Awesome. My memory serves me correct. Sweet. All right. So next up, and these are going to be my last ones for the singles area, but these ones are cool. So, first of all, I have two of the same ones. I'm showing you the COA. So these are for, thank you, Pat. These are for X-Men 97 issue 1. There's 50 copies. We have two signed by Steve Fox. Now, this one is 41, and this one's actually certificate number 6. So I have two of the same. They're both going to be $45 a piece, but I have one that is certificate number 6 and one that is certificate number 41 out of 50. Signed by Steve Fox. Steve Fox? Steve Fox. And I have two of them for 45 bucks. Pretty cool. I didn't even know we had the number 6 out of 50. That's kind of cool. And I'll keep these ones up only for a couple more seconds. Oh, you can actually see them down here in the corner. 41 out of 50. 6 out of 50. Cool, cool. Claim 6. Alrighty. Uh, Trunks. That's Donnie, right? Donnie? So that means we still have the 41 out of 50 still left. 1 out of 500 Terrifier variant. Dude, that's awesome. It's a cat dressed as Arctic. Pat, please send me a photo of that through Facebook. I want to see that. That sounds awesome. All right, we'll keep this one up here for a couple more seconds. See if anyone has any last minute snags. But if not, we'll move on. Final call for your X-Men 97, signed by Steve Fox, out of for 41 out of 50 for 45 bucks with the COA on the back. Going once, going twice, and we will move on. Now, if that's something someone wants afterwards, don't hesitate to make me go back for it and I'll get it for you. Okay. Well, how about we start the main table here with a key. Now, this one is the Amazing Spider Man, issue number 51. I have 3 different variants here. I have 4 of A, 4 of B, 2 of C. These are all going to be $4.99. Now, with this book, this is your first full appearance of Spider Goblin. Lawrence is getting A. And Pat, I'm assuming you already have all these big Marvels Scotties. Knowing you. It sure do. Yep. No surprise there. Huh. Just realized we don't have one of the bigger books of the evening. I can't really say it's bigger. It's an issue two, but surprise. All right, so far only one for Spider-Man, huh? That's as unusual. It's okay. The Spider-Man story is always hit or miss. That's what I've heard. So how about we go final call for the Amazing Spider-Man issue number 51. All right. How about we move on from there? They kind of flip through that, and the Spider Goblin's actually got a pretty interesting look to him. Now, this one's not a key, but this was a book I was actually pretty excited that we were getting. So we have issue number 1 of My Adventures with Superman. This is based off of the new animated series that's been coming out on Adult Swim and HBO Max. Your first copy there is going to be $3.99, and then you have $4.99 for both B and C. And I have two of each here. Two of each. If everyone out there hasn't watched the show and you like Superman, highly, highly recommend it. I think season 2 just started, and then this comic book takes place in between seasons 1 and 2. I think it's got the guy who plays Huey and the boy that voices Superman. Little Jack Wade. He looks kind of sexual. It's all right. I don't think it's that bad. If it was bad, I definitely would have a sticky note on it, but see, it could be a lot worse, and we've seen worse on this. Like I said, there's no key to this one, but I really enjoyed that show, so I was really looking forward to this. All right, we will go final call for My Adventures with Superman, issue number 1. I like the art style to it. The voice acting's good. I've never been the biggest Superman fan because I just thought he was kind of, you know, bare bones. Let's make him overpowered. But when the show came out, I actually started watching or liking a lot more different Superman stuff. Still not the biggest Superman guy, but I'm a big fan of like the big boy, their big blue Boy Scout version, by the books and all that. Alrighty. So, looks like I only have 2 copies of this one. It's the same variant, but I have Venom, issue number 34. Two Scotties. That's all I have is just two Scotties. It's going to be $3.99.
Oh, yeah. I'll take the next one.
And this is an event tie-in.
Let's just make everything we may have that. This is not test. That's like my stuff. That's great right now.
And it actually looks like I only have to say event tie-in twice this evening, and this was one of them. It's kind of fun. I've never been the biggest fan of Scotty Young's art, just because I'm not a super big fan of the cartoony kitty look. But look, I like the Venom. I would actually buy that one. I like this one he did with Alien, with the Alien What If, I think maybe. All right, well, no one's biting. I think Pat already knew that. I think Pat already knew I wasn't the biggest fan of that art. We'll go final call for Venom issue number 34. Right, yeah. Like I like Venom. I'm just not a big Scotty Young guy. I can see the appeal. It's just not there for me. Like the inside art's cool. How about we stick with the symbiote? How about we go Carnage issue 8? Same thing. I don't have any other covers but the Scotty. And these ones are going to be $4.99. With this, too, it's going to be the introduction of a new weapon that is fatal against symbiotes. Hey, Pat, like I said, I can see the appeal. It's just not there for me. I like some of his covers. The Venom one's cool, too. Or Carnage. I like the Carnage one.
Oh, man. Right.
I'm going to see like a messenger notification pop up on my and it's like Pat just telling me to like go screw myself or something. All right, we'll go final call for Carnage, issue number 8. Legacy 38, apparently. And just because it's kind of been the trend right now, and I only have two of these as well, we're going to go Ghost Rider, Vinyl Vengeance, issue number 4. These are both the Scotty Young covers for $3.99. Another week, another week with no Mitchell on the sale. And I totally forgot to reach out to him since I was busy this weekend. I wasn't here for once. I wasn't here for a weekend. Pat, that's like me with like Daredevil. I don't do Funkos anymore. I'm trying not to. But they've been pumping out a lot of new ones. And so I'm like, well, not trying to do Funko, but there's like 10 more. So I guess I have to. Get a Pharaoh variant.
There's something very important I forgot to tell you.
See, I could see his artwork working pretty good with Pharaoh. All right, how about we go final call for Ghost Rider Final Vengeance, issue number 4.
Every molecule of the body is floating at the speed of light. Sonic reversal. That's bad. Okay. All right. Forward safety. Safety. All right. Right. Take the left. Vegan. Take the right.
I don't think I'm done with the Scotties, but I am done with the ones that were only Scotties. All right, next up, here comes a one shot. It's going to be $5.99 for Monster High Pride. I have 2 different covers here. Both are going to be $5.99. It looks like I have 4 of each cover. I was going to say, I don't think I would be too interested in like the story for Pharaoh, but I really like those movie homages that they do. Uh, Tyra, I'm not 100% sure because I didn't do the pull list this week. That was Brad. But knowing you, I'd be surprised if he didn't. I can go check really quick. I'll be right back.
You guys are trying to think. $1,800 for following. 6,000 for the rating. Oh, no, thankfully not.
Tyra, you have 1 of each. Their pull boxes in Rochester until we send everything up to Invergrove Fights on Wednesday. So yes and no. Yes and no, Pat. Another 1 of each? Okay. Did you want me to grab some now, or did you want me just to wait? You can pull the ones from your pile that'll be coming up. So I can do either or.
Four big, $1,000. That's what we are having special remote non-charging and storage of these. That's all $1,000 worth. $5,000. Okay, so
Okay. If you don't get any, I'm pretty sure you will. I'll keep 2 on the table back here just to be safe. All right. Anyways, we will go final call for Monster High Pride. 1 shot. I almost said issue number 1, but it'd be the only one.
Reported across the entire flight together.
Talking all about it. I know next to nothing about Monster High. So, but if you're a big fan of it, I can see why there's an appeal. All right, next up, I got Star Wars: The High Republic, issue number 8. It's gonna be $4.99. I have 1 of cover B, 2 of cover A. Eat, sleep, and breathe. Monster High. I hope you don't eat them. Didn't they have like an animated show for Monster High at one point? like on Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon.
Big question on everybody's mind, and I imagine you are the man to answer.
All right, well, we will go final call for Star Wars: The High Republic, issue number 8. What is the Star Wars Acolyte or Alkalite? That comes out tomorrow, doesn't it? All right, next up. Guess I only have one cover and two of them. Of DC Pride, the celebration of Rachel Pollack. Yeah, I heard so far a lot of terrible things about the Acolyte. Acolyte? Jesus! Acolyte? Um, I have no clue if I'll watch it. I didn't know if I was going to watch it in the first place, even if it was good. But we will see. So I got one more left for DC Pride, celebration of Rachel Pollack. I should say the price, huh? These are $9.99. It's a thick book. Hey there, welcome in. I just barely heard that door squeak. Yeah. All right, we will go. Did I already call final call? If I did, I'm gonna move on then. If I did, I totally just blanked out. Huh, look at that. I have 4 copies, all different variants, for Vampirella Dark Reflections, issue number 1. These are all going to be $4.99. I have one of each cover here. See, I'm so far behind on watching shows. Like I started with, I'm actively watching Smiling Friends on Max, and that's like new episodes coming out for that. My Adventures with Superman, I'm watching that one that comes out. And like, I think I'm still a little behind on like Marvel and Star Wars shows because I haven't watched Ahsoka yet either. But I did watch X-Men '97 all the way through. That one I was excited for. And the boys start up here soon on the 13th. I'm super excited for that. Right, we still have 3 copies of Vampirella left. All $4.99. All right, how about we move on from that then? Seems like Lawrence got his fix. Fallout was good. That's another one I like binge watched. Next up, we have The Boy Wonder, book number 2. is going to be $5.99 each. I only have one of A, two of B. Yeah, Follow was really good. I also binge watched the Knuckles, like Sonic the Hedgehog Knuckles spinoff show on Paramount. Because each episode was like 25 minutes long to 30. And there was only like 6 or 7, so I binge watched that in a day. That was a good show. I actually really liked it. It was just dumb fun. Dude, Fallout was one of those shows where usually when I watch shows that have really long episodes, I would do one a night. Couldn't do that with Fallout. I had to do like 2 to 3 a day when I was watching it. Same with The Boys when I was binge watching that. And then Invincible season 1. Binge watched so much of it. All right. Anyone for the Boy Wonder? Still really like the art on this. Like, I don't know if those watching have, like, looked through this book or got the book, but it's like a very, to me, it looks Aztec-y when it comes to the art style. And I dig it. I like it. All right. We will move on. All right. Sometimes I question show in this one, but we got Neil Before Zod, issue number 6, $3.99 cover A, $4.99 cover B. Those are the only ones I got. They're right in front of you. I say question showing it because it feels like no one really cares for Zod. It's almost got like a Morbius looking thing on the B cover. Like Zod's cool, but I don't know if Zod is getting a solo comic cool, you know? All right, well, we'll go final call for Neil Before Zod, issue number 5. 5? 6. Jeez. All right. How about we do another key issue, huh? Now, this one, I haven't played the game yet, but I know of it. Neil Before Zod is a cool comic name. I will say that. Now, we have Cult of the Lamb. It's number 1. I have 4 different covers. Now, I only have cover A and B are the only multiples I have. I have 2 of those. C and D, sorry, are the only ones I have. So this one and this one are the only copies I have. Pat, good choice. That is the one I actually pre-ordered myself. Now I'll move this one up. John. So this is a limited series inspired by the video game of the same name that explores the backstory of the Lamb. It's like I don't know anything about the game myself, The game I want to say came out within the last year, 2 years. It's a relatively newer game. I want to say it's like a rogues-like game or like a dungeon crawler. I don't quite know because, like I said, I've never played it myself. I actually got exposed to this game first on TikTok, I think, just because they had like some animated shorts or something. Yeah, it seemed interesting, and I want to get the game a play, but haven't got around to it just yet. It does look like there's going to be an issue too. So, oh, July 2024, I opened it and I see Biker Mice from Mars getting an issue 1. That's pretty cool. Cult of the Lamb is on the list. It's not really quite my style of video game, but it looks super interesting. I like the art style, so I'm willing to give it a shot. Right now, I'm actually playing through the Paper Mario Thousand Year Door remake on the Switch, mixed with really big difference here, mixed with COD. The new Modern Warfare 3 season started, so I've been grinding that. I think that's really all I've been playing, and a little bit of X Defiant. All right, we will go final call for Cult of the Lamb, issue number 1. Bard's Tale, nice. I don't really play much for mobile games, to be honest. I use my phone way too much for work to really play games on it. That's door no, Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, the remake of that. That's what I'm playing on the Switch right now. That. All right, next up, I have Gunslinger issue 32 for $2.99. Cover A, I have 4. Cover B, I have 3 copies. That's I have no clue what Death's Door is, Pat. Probably do if I actually look it up. But as of right now, I don't know anything of it. Oh. I actually see that a lot when I'm going through Steam. I see that a lot on Steam. 'Cause, that's fair. It doesn't seem like there's too much traction for Gunslinger. So we will go final call for Guns. Oh, man. Excuse me. We will go final call for Gunslinger 32. I was like trying to get through it fast, and as soon as I was like, okay, I'm going to start going a little faster, that's when my sneeze was like, nah, you're going to do it now. Miguel, thank you. What do I? Next up, we got another key. We have Falling in Love on the Path to Hell, issue number 1. Kind of a Star Wars looking cover there. This is going to be $4.99. I have 3 copies, all going to be the same cover. Now, with this, it is about destined lovers. A gunslinger and a samurai are morally wounded a world apart and awake together in purgatory, ruled by a ruthless society of damned warriors. So it sounds pretty cool. And if you want me to repeat that key, I can for you. Repeat the summary, I suppose. It sounds really cool. Like the art's pretty solid too. No, it's pretty bloody. Saga? No, I haven't read it. Heard a lot of good things about it though. Samurai into a bar. You know, you're not actually too far off. I'm like flipping through the first page, the first couple pages, and it looks like they actually kind of, at least the gunslinger walks into a church. Samurai looks like they walk into a temple. And then they run into each other at the end, it looks like. Those also skimming through fast. Sounds really cool, though. Sounds like it could be a decent read.
This is a trick question.
And the title actually sounds pretty cool. Falling in Love on the Path to Hell. Sounds like it would be like an anime. All right, how about we go final call for Falling in Love on the Path to Hell, issue number 1 from Image. It's like if Red Dead Redemption 2 and Ghost of Tsushima fused into one.
Might be a little crowded. I'm glad you just quit trying to said, sure, up there, lie down there, never get a chance. What I really like to do is talk to things.
Lawrence, I'll get one set aside for you. Next up, we have The Walking Dead Deluxe, issue number 90. I have 3 different covers here. Only have multiples of cover A, so cover B and C are the only ones I have.
Relax. Dana. You want to talk to Dana? She's thinking where she wants to go. Now, I'm going to have this free story. If I can talk to Dana, there's going to be some real trouble in this apartment. One,
It's got a pass. Sadly, yeah. I get it. Too much. Probably. If I go to look at his bag, it's probably a little full. All right. Well, we will go final call for The Walking Dead Deluxe, issue number 90. I don't know if you guys can see it, but my arm difference. I don't have AC in my car, and I went to Des Moines Con last weekend, or this, I guess, past weekend. And so my window was down, my arm was out the whole time, and you can tell I was driving. And I was the driver the whole time. 3.5 hours. Hmm. I guess this is the only one I have. But it looks like I have a trade paperback for Star Trek Strange New Worlds, The Scorpius Run. This is going to be 1999. Yeah, Pat, it's bad. Lawrence, I don't know if they already know it all yet. I know someone responded to you through Messenger. It might have been Brad. Don't know if he told anyone, but I can go ahead and remind them. Dude, I'm the same way though, because I didn't pick up my claims from last, or like my pull list from last week, because I was going to the con, and I spent a good amount of money there, so I wanted to save for that. Yeah, AC sucks. Not having it. It wasn't too bad there because it wasn't like super duper hot. Like last year, I went to Colorado. We took my car. $200. Eesh. Yeah, it sucks. Sucks when stuff just pops up like that. All right, well, we'll go final call for the trade paperback for Star Trek Strange New Worlds, The Scorpius Run. Stick dog, yeah, that's not fun. I know, eventually I have to get my cat spayed, so I know that'll be a fun little bill. Oh, Lawrence will take the trade. Awesome.
Signing waiting for it. Go through the travel. Come to run the street real before. During the rest of the distance of Volcano, the traveler came to large moving forward. Then, during the third reconciliation of the last of the tender stuff,
Next up, I have one cover for this one, but it's called Profane from Boom Studios, issue number 1. Now, with this book, it is about a Los Angeles private investigator's latest case leads him back to a world famous crime novelist and dangerous truths about his own life. Looks like you got a spy thriller or crime thriller, I suppose. I have 4 copies of this one available. Sounds pretty cool. Kind of reminds me of like a noir crime detective tale.
I think we can get her a guest shot. Wow. I just whacked up with about the big She's gonna take her all that now. But, she's
Yeah, the cover looks pretty cool.
No, I just meant the keymaster. He's here with me now.
Oh, they're calling your phone. Oh, okay. Yeah, usually we wait like 2 weeks. But maybe it's because you're usually there each week. They were like, okay, we should kill him.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, after this, I'll let them know. I'm assuming you'll be there, what, Thursday? Is that when you're usually in there? Thursday, Friday? Don't quite remember. But how about we go final call for Profane, issue number 1 from Boom. Should say the price, huh? Yeah, $4.99 for this one. Thursdays as per usual. All right. Just since I don't work up there, I don't know. I think I worked up there a total of 5 or 6 times. Like I worked a whole weekend at Coon Rapids. Well, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Within the first month, like January, I think. Maybe a little bit before. And then like randomly because someone got COVID up there, and it was like a Thursday, I think maybe. Reb, good morning. Are you guys on vacation now? Is that right, Reb? Next up, actually, these are some pretty cool looking covers for this one. As per usual, I feel like Poison Ivy always has some pretty cool covers. Now, $3.99 for your A, B and C are $4.99. I have I have a D as well actually, $4.99 for that one as well. Harbor and Duluth, very nice. So I have multiples of A, B, and C, and then D is the only copy I have. Had COVID last October. Wife came back from Florida and shared it with me. Oof. I can safely say I haven't officially had COVID. I had symptoms, and then this was like 2.5, 3 years ago, maybe, where I thought I had COVID. And at my previous job, I was literally like, hey, these are my symptoms. I don't think I should come in. Like, no, I think you're okay. And they still made me come in. Well, I thought I had COVID, and I didn't have money to buy a test. So, never been confirmed, but I think I had it unofficially once. See, if Mitchell was here, he'd be all over each one of these. Hello, Mother. Nice to see you pop in, even though you don't do anything with comics. Yeah, it was like 2 years ago, 2.5. It's a rough month. Yeah, sounds like it. I think I'm up to date with my shots, so I got them all. All right, well, we will go final call for Poison Ivy, issue number 23. Pretty beautiful covers you guys are going to be missing out on. Already have that poison? Yeah, I figured you did, Jesse. I figured you did. Ain't surprised there. All right, tea time. Man, there's so many covers of this. It's actually a lot less than I made it sound like. 57 and rain there, nice. So I have 5 covers here for Space Ghost issue number 2. So A, B, C, D, E. Looking at $9.99 for your foil. Your base ones are going to be $4.99. See, I only have one foil, 4A, 3B, 3C, and 3D. Balcony overlooks the harbor. That's awesome. Over the weekend, I was in Iowa for Des Moines Con, and we had a nice Airbnb that was like a little cabin, just me and my fiance. We had a little cabin right next to a pond, and there was like a sauna and all that stuff. It was awesome. It was really cool. Nice for a night. So with this, like I said, it was a key. This is your origin of Space Ghost. I did not do What If Venom issue number 5. I don't even actually see it on my table, so I don't even know if we have enough or had enough after everyone was claiming them or like pull listed them. Claim C. He's a really cool one. I think I got a foil version of cover A, which was pretty cool. I'm a sucker for foil. I don't know if I have any left over. There might be some coming up to you, uh, like in the Coon Rapids box. I'm just not 100% sure. Because I know we got some because uh, since I'm part of the pull list, I pre ordered one. And I know I got it, but I don't see any on my table here. So I don't know if we had enough for here. And I can always check the box after too and see. Okay, we will go final call for Space Ghost issue number 2. So far, every copy has been pretty cool. You get something for everyone. Cool, realistic ones. You get the cartoony looking ones. Pretty cool. Now, next up, and this one either has a lot of variants or we just have a lot of copies. It is the lot of copies. Okay, so next up we have Scarlet, issue number 1, $4.99. I have 3 different copies, or 3 different variants. Plenty of A, plenty of B, 2 of C. I mean, yeah, Jesse, if you rewatch it and you see something you want, go ahead and, well, if you're taking a break from social media and Facebook, I don't know if you can message us then, uh, unless you just still have Messenger just to keep in touch. If so, message us. If not, and say like tomorrow you want to give us a call, go ahead. Go ahead and do that. Transformers trade, definitely enjoyed it. Nice. Good to hear. Good to hear. See, with these ones, it really depends on the character for it to be like popular. Because like I don't think Duke did the best. Doesn't seem like Scarlet will do the best. Even though people said Duke was really good, but a lot of people I think really are just looking for those really cool GI Joe characters. So you got like Cobra Commando and what was the other one? Destro. Like the villain. The villains do good. I don't think there's a key with this one either. Nope. Not at all. Not at all. Can't go wrong with. You're right. Snake Eyes. If I don't even care for GI Joe a whole lot. Like it's never been a big part of my life. But when it comes to characters, just purely based off of like design and notoriety, Snake Eyes is up there. I think I have a classified figure of him, and then like I think I have a shipwreck one too. But like Snake Eyes, Storm Shadow, Destro, Cobra Commander, those are like iconic. Like even if you don't know GI Joe that well, you recognize those guys. Maybe not by name, but you recognize them. All right, well we go final call for Scarlet issue number 1. Even though the Snake Eyes movie kind of tainted the reputation a little bit with Snake Eyes. Next up, I got Scorched issue number 30 for $2.99. Plenty of A, plenty of B. I actually have 4 each. That B cover is really cool. I can check really quick, Jesse. Yes, it is. It is on there. Soul Outing had a lot of potential. That's a sad thing. You have cover A on your pool, Jesse. All right, how about we go final call for Scorched, issue number 30. I mean, there is a lot of people that are getting burnt out on superhero movies because a lot of them follow that same formula. Superheroes are always one of my favorite forms of media, so I don't personally think I'll get burnt out on it too much. But like, I can definitely see people are getting burnt out for sure. All right, next up, we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Alpha. So TMNT special event is going to be $6.99. Now, with this, it is a one shot that examines the effect of a world without the Ninja Turtles. This is a prequel story to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles series written by Jason Aaron. See, Miguel, I agree with that completely. Like, I can, depending on what kind of superhero it is, like, I can get burnt out on it. I could see Godzilla minus one. I love that movie. I saw it in theaters when it was in black and white, and that was really good. I really liked the story. I like this like time period it was set in. Usually with Godzilla movies or kaiju movies in general, I'm never a big fan of like the never a big fan of the human story. But minus one actually had a really compelling human side story. Lawrence, if you have Netflix, it actually just came on there like yesterday. See, I actually really I don't know how it's still top 10, Jesse. Don't know how that's still top 10. But I want to go back and rewatch it in color because I haven't done that yet. And so when I get home or sometime this week, I'll probably hop on Netflix and go ahead and watch it in color. It's also like dubbed, which I'll watch it in dub just to see, like, hear how bad it is. Because I saw it in theaters and it was in subtitles. All right. Anyone go on for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Alpha? Sounds like a pretty interesting storyline. Donnie is getting in cover A. Dude, I told myself I don't even know if I'll watch it because it's on streaming. Like, even if it's on streaming. Brad somehow went to go see it in theaters and he came back saying it wasn't bad, which I don't believe him. I wasn't planning on seeing it in general. Unless I get very, very, like, bored of everything else I'm watching. Steelbook for Godzilla would be cool. That's going to be tough now because a lot of places aren't doing physical media anymore. It's like Best Buy stopped their stuff. I think Target slowly get rid of their stuff. Jeffrey, how's it going? So, the way it works is I show comics out on the screen here, and then depending on what cover there is and what cover you want to claim that cover by saying, like, claim cover B, and then I'll put it aside for you and just let me know where you pick up at or if we need to ship it out to you. So, we have 3 stores that you could pick up at, or we could ship it out, and then you can pick it up starting tomorrow if it is in Rochester. Well, I guess, or in Coon Rapids and Inver Grove Heights, but later in the afternoon. So, here's a prime example for you if you're still watching. Next up, we have Batman issue number 148. Cover A is going to be $4.99, and then I do have 4 different covers. Now the rest of them are going to be $5.99, and I only have multiples of A and B. A, B, and C, sorry. I have 3A, 2B, 2C, 1D. Yeah, we do Coon Rapids. Yeah, I actually have like 3 or 4 people going up there now. Jesse's claiming seat. And so the prices for these are all going to be the cover price. So we have $4.99 for this first one, and then these 3 are going to be $5.99 each. The cover C is really sick looking. Cover C reminds me a lot of like the Arkham games when you bust through a window and like take someone down. So Jeffrey, if you want one of the covers for like Batman here, you claim whatever cover. Usually I go A, B, C, and then it'll go like right now it's D down here, but it'll go D, A, B, C, D, E, F, and so on and so forth. That's how I do it. So if you're looking for one of these Batman, just say you claim one of the covers, and I'll get a bag set aside for you, and it'll be up in Coon Rapids starting tomorrow afternoon. It's a little confusing when you first jump in, but once you're in here consistently, it's pretty easy. You'll get the hang of it.
Art Deco. Nice.
All right, we will go final call for Batman 148. Batman versus Batman. There can only be one. The Turtles books, I believe I still have one of each cover. 2 of each cover, actually. So I still have the Turtles books if you want me to pull one aside for you. All right, we will move on. And just so you know, Jeffrey, as well, when I do these live streams, I'm in the Rochester location, and then Brad, the owner, will be going up Wednesdays each week, and he'll drop off everything. Perfect. I'll get. Did you? I have two of each cover. Did you want just one of each? I have 2 covers, and I have 4 total copies, 2 of each. Did you want all of them, or did you want me to just get you one of each cover? One of each. Sounds good. I will get that set aside for you. And with this too, Jeffrey, if you want to like go back, like rewind through the live sale, you sure can. And then if there's something else you see that you would want that was said in the past, if you want to go ahead and message our Facebook page, we can get those set aside for you as well. Cool. That's cool. There's a lot of Coon Rapids now. That's awesome. All right, next up, I think we're down to the final 3 books, and we won't be doing a giveaway this week, so it's just going to be straight books. Should have said that at the beginning. I don't actually know if I did. Next up, we have Uncanny X-Men issue number 700. These are all going to be $9.99 a piece. You got a cool cover with like every character that's X-Men related. Pretty sick. Or X-Men adjacent, I guess, because I see Captain America. Kyra's getting a seat. which is the only one I got. So now I'm down to, I have 4A, 2Bs. Now, Jeffrey, C did get claimed right before you were able to comment. So if you want one of the other covers, I can do that. And Cairo was at the beginning of the sale because I had a Monster High book. Woo! Sounds good, Jeffrey. All the books will be up there, like I said, Wednesday afternoon. So there is a good chance if you stop by to the Coon Rapids store, you very well could find that cover. But there was only one on this claim sale. That's all I had. All right. Anyone else for Uncanny X-Men 700? Just before Megan says something, A is actually a wraparound too. Very cute. So was C. Oh. Ah, you're right. Sweet. Very cool. Kyra actually got really lucky getting that one. That was awesome. See, I didn't even know the first cover was a wraparound. Simply, I just turned it over to see what the advertisement was on the back. See what comic it's going to advertise for next. And I was surprised. So, yuck. Okay. We'll go final call for Uncanny 700. X-Men and Humans were. Been a little bit, huh? I usually don't do a whole lot of X-Men because it's just like, it's pretty convoluted, especially now. And I've never been like the hugest X-Men fan. I love a lot of the characters. Like Wolverine has to be one of my favorite characters. Ryan, hey, how's it going, man? Thanks for tuning in. Like, I love Gambit. I love Wolverine. Nightcrawler, I love him too. I remember and Run. You're right. That's so right. Now, how about sticking with X Men here? Kind of. You know, I have Wolverine Blood Hunt, issue number 1. Got a blank cover, a normal cover, cover 8. Here's a Scotty. So I have A, B, C, D, and E. Here you got a Kevin Eastman cover. So with this, I only have 1 of B, 3 of A, 2 of C, 3 of D, 1 of E. Sounds good. See, I agree with you, Megan. I actually do like the Scotty for Wolverine. And then Lawrence is getting me. Like I said, it really just depends on the character for me. Like, I think it works really well with Wolverine here. You let's take the Scotty? Okay. And I think it also works really well with like masked characters, like fully masked characters, like Spider Man. I think he looks really good in Scotty, but not everyone. Not everyone. Oh yeah, Wolverine's awesome. Like I said, he was one of my favorites. Always has been. And like I'm both following and not following Blood Hunt. It's like I don't want to get all these random issues. Jeffrey the Eastman already got claimed. I think it got claimed at the comment that was highlighted. Thankfully, at the end of it, it shows you a checklist. So if you are following, you know what you have to get. Werewolf by Nut Blood Hunt. Ooh, nice. Jubilee Blood Hunt. That's an interesting one. It's okay. Sometimes it's a little delayed on both ends. So maybe you type it quicker, but it doesn't pop up for me right away. Or someone claims it by the time it might even get on the screen for you. So that's when I used to watch a lot of the live sales before I worked here, and sometimes be like during, because Brad would be back here, I'd be doing stuff up there, but have my phone out with it streaming, and it would be like that. I'd see a cover, and then right away someone claims it like that. Other times I see it before everyone else does, and I claim it. All right, we will go final call for Wolverine Blood Hunt, issue number one. This is an event tie-in, by the way. That's the key. I'm also really excited for that Wolverine video game that's coming out from Insomniac for the PlayStation 5. Hopefully coming out next year. You'll take a Scotty? All right. All right. How about we move on from the Wolverine? Oh, I'll definitely be platinuming that thing too. I platinumed Spider Man on the PS4 when it came out because I pre ordered that one back in 2018. And then Miles Morales I platinumed. And then when it came to PS5, I got Miles Morales again and I platinumed it again. And then Spider Man 2 I platinumed. So just following the platinum train. Was the Funko sale? Oh, dude. When the Funko sale was like popping during the pandemic, crazy. Crazy. All right, now this is our final look of the evening. We have the Ultimates issue number one. All going to be $5.99. Look at that. You got a negative space cover. Same price, $5.99. With that negative space cover, that is the only one I have. I have plenty of A and two of B. Now, this book shows off your new Ultimates roster. You have Iron Lad, Captain America, Doctor Doom, Thor, and Sif. And Jeffrey, you actually got that one faster. So there we go. You got that cool negative space one. There we go.
I'm sorry, I just forgot.
Let's take a percentage 34. See what you can do. catching on. There you go. Donnie, C has already got called for. Okay. Donnie, did you want one of the other covers at all, or did you want to just wait to see what comes up for you guys? Dude, Union Jack the yeah. Tell me about it. The Union Jack the Ripper. I was actually I thought I pre-ordered that one and I didn't. I pre-ordered issue number 2, apparently, but I didn't get issue number 1, which kind of sucks. I was like, you don't see a lot come out for Union Jack, and so I was like, oh, that's gonna be cool. So I pre-ordered it, and I thought I got issue 1, but I get issue 2, which is gonna suck. You have annual pullets, gotcha. Yeah, the Ultimates, like all of the side, like Ultimate Spider-Man, Black Panther, X-Men. Then you had the Ultimates Invasion in the beginning. All those I heard were really good, and I have a lot of them. Haven't read them yet. But so far, I have faith in this universe. It seems to be doing a lot better than the past Ultimates universe did. Besides Ultimate Spider-Man, that was like the one like shining star within that universe. And it spawned a really awesome game on the GameCube, PS2, and Xbox. All right, you guys had a Union Jack, like issue 1? You know, if you guys do still have a Union Jack, Donnie, whenever you work next, if you do have it and you wouldn't mind setting it aside for me, that would be amazing. Ultimate Alliance, yes, dude, I love Ultimate Alliance. I played the heck out of Ultimate Alliance 2, played the heck out of the first one, and then the third one. I mean, it was a Switch exclusive, but I did get it, and it was fun. It was fun. I actually liked that one a lot too. Same with I know it didn't get a lot of love right away, or it's like underrated, but Midnight Suns. I thought Midnight Suns was a good game. It was free on Game Pass or PlayStation Plus, and I got to play it finally, and I actually really liked it. All right. With that being said, that was my last book of the evening. Did anybody send it with Brad? Thank you. Does anyone have any other books that they know came out this week and want to ask about before we go? Right, Ultimate Alliance 3 was fun. I really liked it. I have not claimed a book on a sale for a while since Brad was doing the sales. You know, yell back to me. Yeah, if there is no more further questions or concerns or anything of that bout, then that's all I have for you guys this week. Please tune in next week during the same thing. And this Saturday is that comic show in Woodbury at the Valley Creek Mall from 9 to 3. I will be there running a booth, and Amanda from the Coon Rapids store will join me later in the evening or afternoon with it. So both of us will be there running that table. So if you plan on stopping by, please say hi to me, especially if you're on the sale. Can't attend. Oh no. Well, hopefully your family function's nice. Anyways, hope you guys have a great rest of your night. And we will see you here next week. And hopefully I'll see some of you guys on Saturday. Have a nice one.